He's partied with Donald Trump, posed with political heavyweights, and rolled big in a celebrity entourage. Scott Rothstein had the Midas touch.
And he says, "Congratulations, you're a millionaire."
A self-made golden boy with big connections and money to burn.
We did whatever we wanted to do, whenever we wanted to do it.
A generous friend who spent his millions as fast as he could earn them.
It was absolute piles and piles of cash.
But his billion-dollar house of cards was a stacked deck. And when it came crashing down, he would bury his closest friends along with him.
Trust me. Famous last words, huh?
This is my building. I grew up right here.
Scott Rothstein wasn't born with a silver spoon, but he definitely had a billion-dollar personality.
Only throw small children into the chute.
And it wouldn't be long before this kid lawyer from the Bronx moved from a corner cubicle to running his own law firm in the sunny glitz of Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
This is all about money. Somebody get me a cocktail.
He was bigger than life, flamboyant, bombastic, could be charming, witty.
But in here's $1,000.
Everybody loved him. He was personable. He worked a room like nobody I've ever seen.
Hello.
One of his clients and closest friends is Steve Caputi, partner in a local nightclub chain, and it was a bromance at first sight.
Scott Rothstein was my attorney and my friend. And he was a confidant. He was actually like a big brother to me.
Rothstein's legal specialty is suing for sexual harassment, a down and dirty game where defendants pay big money to settle lawsuits quickly and quietly. Those are usually paid out over a long period of time. Rothstein used wealthy investors to pay his clients up front, promising the investors a big return on their money over time. In some cases, it was a promise of more than 200%. The idea is a bonanza, attracting big money players like a modern-day gold rush.
We three kings be stealing the gold.
In just a few short years, Scott Rothstein is a fabulously wealthy man with all the toys and connections that money can buy.
Scott ran with movie stars, rock stars, Kid Rock, Pam Anderson, athletes, superstars, Dan Marino, Alonzo Mourning, Sarah Palin. There was pictures in his office of him shaking hands with Jeb Bush and George Bush. There was nobody that he didn't know. And everybody loved him. And everybody looked up to him. Everybody respected him. I remember one event in particular at Donald Trump's mansion in Palm Beach, Mar-a-Lago. We had a huge cocktail party, a magnificent function, hundreds and hundreds of people there. And Trump had his arm around him, literally announcing him as probably, in a couple of years, as the next U.S. Attorney General. At which time Arlen Specter, senator, would say something like, or President of the United States. That was met with thunderous applause.
Rothstein's fabulous lifestyle was part of the circus he used to dazzle new investors.
Scott Rothstein, because he associated with these famous people, because he would donate money to their foundations and their charities, and the checks all cleared, so the celebrities felt he was real, and he used that to convince others of his legitimacy.
And Rothstein brings his best friend Steve along to share in the glory.
Most people don't know what it's like to hang out and have an actual friend that's a true billionaire, whether it be in the jets or in the strip clubs or on the beach or in the mediations. His persona never let up. It was all staged. It was all like a movie.
And when an investor was hesitant to part with millions of dollars, Rothstein would use his buddy to ease any fears, roping in Steve to unwittingly play the part of a banker or money man.
He says, just play along with me, follow my lead, and just say yes to whatever I say, and everything will be good. And I said, Scott, this doesn't sound quite right. Can I get in trouble for this? He said, well, that's the way it's done. That's the way everybody does business. That's the way the government does business. Everybody does it. You got to know how to work the system.
But Steve's gut instincts were right on the money. Rothstein's sideshow antics are a facade, and Rothstein's billion-dollar secret is about to be exposed. Coming up,
It went around and around and around like a big merry-go-round.
the merry-go-round breaks down.
We got down the street and we thought this was either the greatest deal in the world or a total fraud.